joined by Reflex Gotangco?
Yes, Gotangco.
Gotangco. I always mess up people's last names, but not this time. He is a dancer, he does b-boy, and apparently you've been doing this since 2004, so I won't mess up your own bio, man. You want to quickly... I know you have a lot of interviews online, so just do for those who may not know you, just
Crash
a brief, really quick.
For sure. Hey, yo, what's up? So, like, my name is Jesse Gotangco, aka Reflex. That's my dancer name. It's more like a nickname, you know, like how people get their nicknames.
I thought that was your real name, man. I was
Reflex?
sold on it, yeah.
Oh, it is my real name, by the way. No, it's a dancer name. I got it in '06.
Cool.
Yeah. It started off as like just Flex, but eventually evolved to Reflex. So I've been like dancing since I was a kid, but formally since '04. That's when I started taking classes. My aunt has a studio. And then just since then, I got into college a few years after that, and I got into the dance group here in Ateneo, where I work now. They're called Company of Ateneo Dancers. And then, just the ball just kept rolling from just taking more classes at different studios, House of Dance, Air Dance, eventually Brewing Point Dance Studio, Groove Central, to being part of a college dance team, to graduating in 2010. And are we like batchmates or something, by the way? Are you like close?
No, man, I didn't even go to school here, so sorry.
Oh, snap. All right, cool.
It's all right.
How old are you though? Like,
I'm 31, man.
we are batchmates, yeah. I'm 30. I'm 30.
Okay,
I'm 30, so like, we're like same generation, more or
Dude,
less.
I thought you were way younger than me, but that's awesome.
Thank you, I appreciate that. How young do you think I was? Like,
I'm not even gonna guess.
20 something?
I don't know. I always think everyone's younger than me.
It's okay. I feel the same thing, right?
Maybe
Especially when you reach 30.
Exactly. That age where everyone's just young. But man, when obviously you've been dancing for a long time, how did you end up just like, why are you still doing
Still dancing?
Because a lot of people like love dance. A lot of people are really good, but they stop at some point, right?
Right. Most people like after college, right? After like their college teams, or like after a big competition in their life, sometimes they're just gonna settle down.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Well, dancing was already like kind of, I would say 70%, no, maybe not 70%, probably like 50% of my life during college, apart from academics and other stuff.
It's what kept you in school.
Yeah, kinda. but yeah, I was still pretty good in my academics here in Ateneo. I was actually management. I shifted to arts management because it just suited me better. But yeah, after college, I told myself like, maybe I'm gonna just dance for a year, see how things go, and then probably find an advertising agency to get into.
Okay.
But ever since college, I've been just like doing a lot of stuff, even outside my dance org. Doing my solo career, probably unconsciously, like teaching studios, doing solo competitions and stuff like that. And eventually, I got into a group comprised of former Philippine All-Star. Also, do you know the group?
Of course, man.
So the first time when they split, the former members started a group and they got me. Sweet. And then that kind of like kept me going, kept me just dancing in 2011. And then I went to the States and I danced there more. And then instead of like taking a year off from dance, more opportunities just came. And I just kept pushing. And then, from like the local scene, I've just been representing abroad as well. And then competing abroad, doing projects abroad, doing more projects here, working and collaborating with different companies, studios, and other dancers and other artists. And then just I proposed the course here in Ateneo, Street Dance and Breaking, for physical education. And I feel like I can just like keep this chill right here, right?
You can put it anywhere you want, man.
This. Okay, but yeah, so I proposed the course here, and it's a good, stable job. Cool. And yeah, I've been teaching here since 2011, and since then, it's just a snowball, As artists, as long as we keep pushing, keep progressing, and have like I would say a progressive mindset, then there are just so many different avenues we can like pursue in our art. Because most people think like when you're a dancer, you just dance, you perform, and then some of them just become like, they go into the TV dancer track, which is nothing. There's nothing wrong, respect.
Yeah.
Respect, that works for some people.
Ain't no hating here.
Ain't no hating, just, what I'm saying? All my friends in TV, y'all cool guys. But, there's also a lot of avenues that you can get into with dancing.
I think a lot of people don't know that too, right? Yeah. So
it's not just dancing, also in like other art forms, I'm sure. You know?
No, but as in dance, like you just said, there's lots of avenues, not just in TV dancing.
Yeah.
Because it's the same for music. I don't know if people have this perception, but for dance, like for those that you want to educate on that, like if you are a dancer and you're really good and you want to do it professionally, where can you take it?
Well, first step is always you as a dancer, right? It's always that. I mean, just like for singers, it's you as a singer. How good are you? What are your abilities? What skills can you do? How authentic is your product as a dancer? And what skills can you offer? Services you can offer. And then from there, you can kind of just capitalize on stuff like, I grew to become a really mature teacher in time through taking a lot of classes, taking classes that teach me how to teach and experience as well. So that became, teaching is one avenue, you know what I'm saying? Hosting became another one because from teaching, I just grew more confident. I knew how to talk to people. I kind of know how to like entertain peeps, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then my English is pretty good. So hosting is like another side thing that I do, but most of the time I host a lot of dance competitions. Yeah, there's actually a lot of competitions coming up. World of Dance. I'm hosting that Dance Supremacy and also HHI happening soon. And aside from hosting, other things like choreography. That's also another avenue. Like you don't need to dance for choreography. You just have to teach it. There's also like organizing events, working with companies. I've worked with MBC, Manila Broadcast Company, for a couple of events. I've worked with CCP as well for ASEAN. Yeah, I was directing a couple of things.
Do you approach these guys or they come to you?
Most of the time they come to me.
Holy man.
Yeah, most of the time they come to me.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, can you do this? We don't know if you can, but can you do this? Because usually, like if I was hiring someone to dance, I'm not gonna go, hey, can you organize the whole thing? Can you figure it all out? Can you get a bunch of dancers and then make something happen?
Yeah, usually.
So they do that with you.
They do that, yeah. It's mostly for referrals. Because I think
awesome.
being like 15 years in the game, people know peeps, and you know the network is just there. And then when you work with studios, and I've helped organize like stuff with studios as well, and like with Red Bull as well.
Sweet.
Yeah, 2012 I think. But generally I think it's just a network, you know. And when people know you and they refer you, or like my material is out online. I have a YouTube channel. It's not really. I don't really push for like followers and views. It's just there as a library, you know what I mean? So like clients, they ask me like what's up, and I just send my stuff, and they're like, oh snap, can we do this? Oh, you do this as well. And just like what I was saying, like just the different avenues, right? Like just recently last year I tried doing voice acting. So and then from there, like you know since I know more people now, and then they find out I'm a dancer, and then it's just a string of different networks and people.
So just
and
do
artists
whatever, and as long as you've been doing it long enough, it'll work.
And more or less like you find like new stuff to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not strictly just dance. Right?
Exactly. And I think dancers just got to know the business side of things. You know, how to manage yourself as a dancer, how to know how to talk to clients, how to charge properly, and not be afraid to like actually charge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fight for your rights as an artist.
How do you find your price as a dancer? I'm sure you struggle with this in the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, definitely. You're just like, at the beginning, you're just like, you always have a push and pull. Like, should I charge high? Do I deserve this? Maybe what they're offering me? Maybe this is too much.
I would say most clients don't even understand, because this is the same for music, man. But you can't understand the value of it unless you're like famous. Sikat yan, and it's like, okay, we can pay them a lot.
Yeah.
But you could be just as good.
Exactly.
And be paid minuscule. So like, how did you handle that in the beginning?
Well, at the beginning, it was a good thing that I had people to help me out, like studios, to help manage negotiations with clients.
Oh, okay, lucky you, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Shout outs to BP Dance Studio. Also House of Dance, which is my aunt. So I learned a lot just by being immersed in different projects, you know, even in the industry, like commercials and stuff like that. And then sooner or later, like you learn more things, like having a booking list, knowing where the money goes. Like if they ask you to do this project, you ask for the details. Okay, like how long, what type of choreography, how many rehearsal dates, and then more or less you get used to computing all of that. And when you give them a price and they're like, whoa, why is it so high? You break it down, show them the booking list, and they'll be like, oh, okay, we understand. Yeah. But sometimes because of your, your resume, you just send your resume and they'll be like, oh snap, and then they give a big budget, and you're just gonna be like, exactly what you were
Just
saying
work
a while
off
ago,
that.
right? And be like, yeah, okay, let's do this.
I'm famous, man. I'm a world of dance. That's what you say. Speaking of world of dance, I want to dive into the creative side. When you do competitions, obviously it's nothing new to you, but it's different, man. Like as a musician, when I do gigs and I sing like at a wedding or whatnot, I don't get that nervous. Like yes, people are watching me, but the attention isn't me.
Yeah.
Whereas when you do a competition, especially when you're competing solo, everything's on you, man. Like
know, right?
everything.
I know, right?
So you still freak out about it? Or like, yeah, well, tell us about that.
Until you will never ever get over being nervous, definitely. But sometimes it's just managing it, and just managing expectations, and just keeping it real. Just telling yourself what you're doing it for, and like, because with some local competitions I don't get nervous anymore. Sometimes I just want to treat it for fun.
Yeah.
Some competitions, like last year I won one in China. It's called World Dance Games, and
Congrats, man.
And then I was with a couple of homies from Canada and Brazil, and I asked them, like, they're actually more experienced than me. They've been longer in the game. But we teamed up, and I asked them, like, yo, do you guys still feel nervous? Because I'm hella nervous. This is like, it's in China, World Dance Games, and like, there's only 4 of us, and we're going up against like 8 people, full crews. And they say like, no, dude, you just more or less got to do your thing eventually. And it's just, but it's good to be nervous though, because I mean, it's like, it puts a bit of pressure on you, you know what I mean? And it keeps you on your toes, But at the creative side, like, those are for battles, actually. I mentioned mostly battles. There are lots of different competitions. They're like battles. They're like routine showcase competitions. And there's like also on the coaching side, when I coach a team. I don't know, I think it's just like, it's just really managing our expectations, and then just remembering why you're doing it, and just remembering like, to just push for the art, you know what I mean? Like, I just coached the team in Ateneo Med. They had this competition, choreography competition.
Wow.
Yeah, I coached them, and then we did a really artistic piece, and I was just telling them like, yo, I know we all want to win, but number one goal is to be able to show the artistry of this piece. Like that should be our mindset. If it's really dope and it connects with the crowd and we feel it, then that's our win right there. And then the trophy will eventually just come if we deserve it. If another team does better, then they probably deserve it, and that should be cool with us. So it's just, I think, that mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, or do you know you're gonna win when you get into something?
Sometimes I make a mistake. Sometimes I'll feel like, yo, I killed that.
Yeah.
And then I lose in the finals. I'm like, oh, dude.
Oh man, yeah,
what?
the feeling of defeat.
It happens, man.
It's awesome, right?
But exactly, it's a teacher. It's a
need
teacher,
it, man. I
for
love
sure.
it. Yeah, it's just like, I get so frustrated, but you just want to work harder after, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want to work harder and like just like review and be like, you know what? Like next time I gotta be undeniable. That's the thing. But there are times where like I don't expect it, and then you also win. Those are surprising times where you just have fun.
Those a few times that you feel humble.
Sometimes with art, I think it's just it's never gonna be objective, dude.
Yeah.
Like even if a specific judging criteria is aimed to be objective, it's never ever gonna be like 100% objective. There's definitely like that percentage of like bias or preference that the judges have based on their experience. Which is, it's part of the art. That's the part of the game. It's not a sport.
It's a game. This might be controversial to ask, but I hope you have an answer for this. But do you have something that helps the bias work towards your gain?
Yeah,
how you dress, how you look. Like, do you do something that?
Yeah, definitely. I think you just gotta learn be smart with the criteria. And if you can do your background with judges and see what they prefer, you can add some of that flavor that they're expecting into what you got to do. But that's of course in a very like competitive mentality. Managing expectations and what you really want to do. Because like there are times where I'm just like, whoever judges, I don't care. This is what I want to do today, win or lose.
Yeah.
And if I win, it's great. If I don't, it's cool. At least I was able to do it. And that's exactly what I did actually. Like you mentioned World of Dance.
Yeah, yeah.
As in, do you mean like the TV show?
Yeah, that was a great. I guess was that an audition or
That was a qualifiers.
Yeah, it was great, man.
Yeah, like for example, from World of Dance, I honestly did not go into it to win.
Okay.
Yeah, because it wasn't. I never planned to join actually, and I really, like it wasn't in my plans. I knew there was gonna be World of Dance, but I got the call to as an invite, you know,
Sweet.
to be part of it, and I was thinking like, I was telling myself like, yo, like the talent here is high level, and probably 8 years ago, if I got this call, I'd be hella competitive because it's different dancing, breaking and doing like all the high level stuff when you're 24 versus when you're 30. There's
Yeah,
like
man.
that change, you know?
Yeah,
So I told
yeah.
myself like, yo, you know, like, am I really gonna put myself in this position? Also, I will want to mention something, but this is coming up online, so
Maybe you can not say names.
yeah. No, it's really
that
obvious.
helps.
It's really
It's
obvious to say.
obvious. Okay.
So like, how can we edit this?
It's okay, you don't have to say it, man.
Yeah, okay. Just edit that out. But anyway, let's just say that it's gonna be a challenge. Like World of Dance is gonna be a challenge the first season because it's really new here.
Right,
You know,
right.
so people are like, it has a different reception with people.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so because I was gonna mention the judges.
That's okay,
right?
man. Yeah,
so
yeah.
just cut that out.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, so yeah, I just wanted to get in there and like, I told myself like, yo, if you're gonna join, I want myself to just represent the scene, you know, the community, and to represent my art form and to be there as like probably a positive force backstage with all the young dancers, you know, just like encourage everybody. And it was cool. It was a good experience because I came in with that mentality. Yeah.
What you rehearsed, or was that a freestyle during
was
that
mix.
Okay.
It was a mixed one.
mixed.
Yeah.
Is it-
Because it was a mix. Yeah. What do you think?
It's
Like,
no, it's hard to tell. Like
It's
I don't
hard to
know,
tell?
As a viewer, like it was awesome. But I mean,
Right, thanks.
that's why I'm asking, right? Like, whatever you did on stage, was that what you had planned to do, or was it just like, oh, I'm just gonna have a good time, man. Let's see what happens. Like
a mix of both.
mix of both.
Yeah.
Just because you're not that dead serious about winning, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kinda. Also because
That's interesting.
It's a song. The track that I picked. If you YouTube me, Reflex Gotangco World of Dance, you're gonna see that video,
Yeah.
and you're also gonna see a 2017 Judges Showcase video because I judged World of Dance back in 2017. Not the TV show, the live
competition,
competition.
yeah.
And then during the showcase, I used the same song. And I freestyled to it. And it's a really great song. So I told myself like, okay, like for this World of Dance, because the invite was actually like kind of fast. I was like, and they were asking me to submit stuff. So I was like, oh snap. I just gave the music and I was just telling myself, okay, at these points, this is what I'm gonna do. But I just need to enjoy myself on stage. Just that. So yeah. So that's what
Really
happened.
interesting point about music and the importance of that to whatever you perform.
Yeah.
How do you choose your
Dude.
tunes, man?
Um,
It's hard, right?
yeah, dude. I think
You're always fishing.
Definitely. Always listening to music. Always open to hearing new tracks, new stuff. Because I love like just a wide variety, whole spectrum of like just different genres, from rock music to like classical music to funk music to house music to boy bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I
man.
just appreciate everything. Yeah. So
You can
sometimes
dance to it all.
I try to, yeah. No, it's just like whatever tickles the funny bone, the dance bone, I guess, at the moment.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna like probably revolve my piece around. But sometimes if you have a concept, it works the other way. Like if you have a concept in mind, you gotta look for a track that'll fit that
Find a
concept.
song.
Like yeah. So just stay tuned in World of Dance. You'll see that in my third round.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, because we're kind of done already taping. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that. But
No,
just
yeah,
edit
it's
that
cool.
out.
Well, this probably
Yeah.
isn't gonna come out for another couple months, so
Okay,
it's
cool.
cool.
Oh,
For
right,
when we
right.
actually filmed, so whatever you said earlier should be okay. I'm hoping.
No.
I'll show you the bit before we actually release it, man.
Okay.
Tell me, cut that.
As long as you cut the judges part, I think that'll be cool.
Anyway, I had an interesting question about family and friends. Like you said, your aunt actually ran a studio.
Yeah, she
so
did.
when you decided to pursue dance for good, Did you have any negative feedback from friends or family, or was it
No.
easy?
Dude, everyone was like, my family is like a family of dancers and
Oh, shoot,
musically
really?
inclined people. Yeah, dude.
There
Like,
you go, you guys are all
yeah.
artists, so this
Yeah.
is easy.
So it was easy. Like, you know, my aunt was the one who encouraged me to start taking classes at her
No
studio
way.
back in
Sweet.
2003, 2004. And then
Yo.
eventually when I pursued it, you know, my mom, she's just like, as long as you're financially independent, you can do whatever
Yeah.
you want to do. So yeah, so it's just, things just kept rolling. And then, yeah.
Because
So it's-
that's one of the biggest problems, man. Like, you don't know how many friends I have who've quit the arts, whether it's painting, music, dancing, because their parents say, oh, nasa
Walang
bahay
pera
ka
dyan.
ulit, wala kang pera. Like, you're just sitting at home.
Yeah.
Understandably so, right? Because if you're just a bum sitting at home doing nothing, dreaming about what it'd be like to be that, then nothing. But since I guess your mom added that detail, as long as you're financially independent or
Yeah,
stable or
stable,
whatever.
yeah.
Was that hard for you, or was it just keep hustling? Like,
it's just your own hustle, you know. Like, one of my friends in Singapore, he's probably one of the top organizers of jams in Singapore. He says, like, you know, you just gotta keep hustling, but make sure it's legit hustle. It's a legit, honest hustle, because people see that, and when people see that, you just create like a really healthy network with more people. So I think that's the thing, yeah. Like what you said, if you're just a bum at home waiting for opportunities to come, you're not gonna convince your parents or your friends that you're really pursuing something.
Yeah.
But if you're barely at home hustling, which is me, my mom sometimes says, "Why are you always out? Like, can you like not work, stay at home? Like, have you know? Can we book you on this day so you can have dinner with us?"
Only if I'm a dance mom.
So yeah, so you know, like it's just all hustle, you know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah.
sure you know what I mean. Like, it's just like creating more and more opportunities for yourself and just keeping yourself busy, but progressively busy, not just busy for the sake of being busy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, my sentiments are 100% the same. I just like hearing it, and I think people take it differently when they hear it from you, man. So it's a big deal. I had one more question and another interesting creative question.
For sure.
For dance, man, how do you develop your style? How do people get to know that? Oh, this is Reflex. Like this is me. How did you?
How
make
did I do that?
happen?
Okay. Well, first things first, training is always like number one. Training, taking classes. Until now, I'm still a student. I'm getting into like of dance.
As in you
Student
take
of dance.
formal classes.
I still
so.
take classes from time to time, whenever I can.
Good for you, man.
Even from like young choreographers, if I see the talent and I see what they can offer, I take the class. I still try to learn. I'm still trying to learn different styles, even in the street dance culture. It's just, I think, continuous pursuit of just knowledge and training, and eventually, when you dance, the things that you like the most and the things that you really polish and you really, you know, train for, those will stand out. And that's more or less how you get your name in dancing, through the characteristics and the style that you develop from doing things that you like in dance or doing styles that you like. I got Reflex because it was a reboot of my original name, which was just Flex. So it became Reflex, and it kind of transcended into the definition of like dance is just like a kind of a reflex for me, because I'm very musical. Like a lot of people say, like, you're very musical when I dance, so when I freestyle. So yeah, Reflex just kind of describes my dance as well. It's very like second nature, just, you know, it's my reaction to music. So yeah, so it's just I just kept training and just kept going and just like develop whatever style I could. So in breaking, you could imagine, like in breaking, every time I would discover a new move, I would just like practice and try new things, you know. And being that breaking is a competitive dance, it's always about what's the next thing I could do, what's the higher level of this move, yeah. What's the next move, you know. So
how do you train,
Basically.
man? What's your regimen? Like, do you have a schedule? Is
that
this a
has
secret?
changed. No, it's not. It's not. But that has changed for the past 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when like 10 years ago, probably when I was like 19, 20, I could just like train all day, eat whatever, and just like, you know, feel fine the next day.
Yeah.
Now, because we're pushing 30, you know, like it has to be like kind of smarter, you know. Time
Train
management.
smart.
Train smart.
Wow.
Hella
Okay.
train smart. I gotta watch what I eat.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Like I don't really drink soft drinks and eat chips as much anymore
Wow,
at
good-
all.
good for you, man.
Yeah. I don't smoke because I'm asthmatic as well.
Yeah.
For all the asthmatic people out there, you guys can still keep going, son. Like for reals. Like
Don't do it.
yeah.
Don't do it, man.
I'm hella asthmatic. I still have my like I have my inhaler right
Dude, you
here.
have asthma and you dance. Way to just beat
Yeah,
the
dude.
system, man.
Exactly.
Like,
You just
yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
You know. But yeah, it's just you just gotta take care of your body. I don't have any vices. I don't smoke. I drink just for occasions.
Yeah.
For despedidas or like birthdays, but probably like once a month or like maybe once every 2 months.
There you go.
Try to eat healthy. Of course, you gotta have your cheat days, man. You gotta enjoy life, like Korean barbecue and so. You know what I mean?
It's gotta be in there.
Dude, I love Korean barbecue. But I also try to plan my training days to when I can recover. Like if yesterday I had a like full out training session, I'm gonna make sure today's light so that I can recover. So tomorrow or today I'm gonna be doing a different style that doesn't require me to go full out too much. You know what I mean? Or if I have work tomorrow. Yeah, it's all just like time.
So organized, man. Yeah.
You gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
management is life,
time
bro.
management, energy management, time and energy management, especially for
First
artists.
time hearing
dude.
that energy management. It's like, how much energy is this going to exert?
Dude, exactly. For dancers, that's our concern. Like, if we have a performance tomorrow, today we gotta be like, I gotta be ready tomorrow, especially at this time. How much sleep am I gonna get?
Yeah.
Okay, what should I eat today? Dang.
So
you know
much
what I mean?
respect for your discipline, man. Last question. Do you have any, or what's your advice for dancers who want to do it for as long as you've been doing it?
Shucks. Always orient yourselves towards longevity in terms of your physical capabilities and your health. And never stop learning and exploring. A lot of dancers, they plateau because once they reach their peak, they just want to like maintain,
Keep doing the same
just keep doing the same thing, you know what I mean? And they're afraid to fail. But the point is not to win all the time. I think the point is to be relevant. You know what I mean? To be relevant, to be able to still connect with people.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in the game for about 15 years. Well, 2005, so that's 14 years officially, because that's like outside of the classroom, you know? I've won a lot, but I've also lost a lot, and I'm not afraid to lose, you know what I'm saying? I just keep going. So I think that's just one thing that will just help me progress and like refresh what I keep doing instead of just doing the same thing all over and over. You know,
that.
I mean, you look at a
Love
great
that.
artist like you see like people like Justin Timberlake. His sound from his first album to like Future Sex Love Sounds, was that right? It's so different. And then 2020 was so different. I think it's just evolution, you know, progress, evolution.
Yeah, sometimes people like it, sometimes they don't, but they're still relevant.
But
That's a really good
exactly,
point.
yeah.
Really
You
good
gotta
point.
just keep going. It's art. At the end of the day, it's art. Yeah. Does that work?
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
I
cool.
love it. Thank you so
Cool,
much.
cool, for sure.
That's it. Thank you for being part of the show. Reflex Gotangco, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.